Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Take 5. I am looking forward to seeing you today. I miss you, and hopefully we'll have a good day today and a good day tonight. But we're in Leviticus 19. We're going to look at verses 11 through 16. And I'm glad we're out of all that section dealing with animal sacrifices, and we're into some stuff that's really practical here. And I think you'll agree that if we put this stuff into practice, we would be a lot better off as a society. So anyway, let's go to it. Leviticus 19, verses 11 through 16. All right, verse 11. Do not steal. All right, isn't that good? You just don't steal from each other, okay? Don't steal from anybody. Do not lie. Boy, how about if we practice that one, huh? Do not deceive one another. Now, there's a lie, and then there's also deceiving. Deceiving, you can be maybe not quite a lie. Maybe you don't tell the whole truth, and you let somebody think something's not quite the way it is, That's that. All right, so verse 12, do not swear falsely by my name and so profane the name of your God. I am the Lord. Yeah, don't say, I swear by the name of the God, and then you go and tell a big old lie. Well, I tell you, just imagine if the political campaigns were run with these commandments here. Wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be refreshing if they didn't lie or swear and do these things? And God, it's just so hard to listen to. I don't listen to them anymore. All right. Verse 13. Do not defraud or rob your neighbor. All right, now this maybe isn't so much you're stealing, but maybe you're not giving somebody what you're supposed to give them. All right, look at the next one. Do not hold back the wages of a hired worker overnight. Maybe they work for you and you said you'd pay them so much, and then you don't pay them what you said. God says don't do that. That's bad stuff. All right. Verse 14, do not curse the deaf or put a stumbling block in front of the blind, but fear your God. I am the Lord. Okay, now people that don't take advantage of people's way of saying, just because somebody has a handicap, and I'll tell you, a lot of times, people take advantage of older people because maybe they don't think as clearly because they're a little bit older, or maybe they don't hear so well, and so they sell them stuff they don't really need. That's what it's talking about here. And he's saying don't be doing that, and don't curse somebody because they have a handicap. Don't get mad at them. They can't help it. All right, that's the idea. I want to say this too. You are one of the sweetest people, and your sister's the same way. Actually, both your sisters. You hate it when you see people taking advantage of people. And you just have a really good heart that way. You would never do that. And I appreciate that, because the fact is that one time you were kind of helpless and somebody somebody cared for you. They didn't take advantage of you. They cared for you. That, of course, being your mom and me. But you're really good, by the way. I don't see you doing any of this kind of stuff. I think you're doing really good with it, but don't get started with it. All right. All right. And I don't think you will. Verse 15, do not pervert justice. All right. This maybe is talking to people in the legal profession, people in, judges, or it could be even church leaders. I think maybe some of the church leaders I've had in the past could have seen this verse here. Do not pervert justice. Do not show partiality to the poor. I think maybe, they didn't treat me as good because I was poor. And you're going to see that a lot of times. If you got money, don't you see this in the legal system? If you got money, you don't get sent to prison. You get off. You get a good lawyer. He finds a way to get you out. The Bible's saying don't do that. Okay, don't show partiality to the poor or favoritism to the great, but judge your neighbor fairly. Boy, do we need this in this society, don't we? Okay. And one more, and we got plenty more after this too, but we'll just go to verse 16 today. Do not go about spreading slander among your people. Boy, wouldn't that change what happens especially in where you go, in school, and everybody doing it. And did you hear? And did you know? Oh my gosh, that's all there is. The Bible says don't do that. And then more seriously, do not do anything that endangers your neighbor's life. I am the Lord. So just be careful, and that would include, I think, if you're driving, you need to be careful. And, don't go drinking with somebody that can put them in a bad situation. Don't put them in danger. And he says, I am the Lord. In other words, remember, I'm God saying, I'm God, and I'm telling you to do this stuff. So don't forget that. This is important. He reminds himself, is that in verse 12, in verse 14, and verse 16. He reminds them who's given them all these commands. All right. Well, that's enough for this time. Now, remember, I'm not going to do it tomorrow, but we'll be back Monday. We got more of these good practical things for our lives today. It's good when the Word of God is real practical, isn't it? But we'll see you next time. Wow, I went way over today. Next time on the next edition of Take 5.